Hi Sagittarius. Hi Sagittarius. Thank you for joining me here. This is gonna be your in-depth reading, my friends. So this is a free-flowing intuitive reading. Please take it as it resonates. Okay, before any further delay, let's get into the reading. Your overall energy, we got the Star Mother Arrakis and the Divine Discontent. You know what I'm getting, Sagittarius, from this? I am getting that I feel like if you believe in whatever you believe in, your guide angel, your fairies, divine, god, universe, however you wanna you however you wanna see it, I feel like that you have been praying to stop some kind of chaos in your life, and I feel like it's happening. It's like it feels like it's kind of following you for almost all of your life. It's like a constant sense of discontentment, constant sense of constant sense of not settling, like things are not, it's like all the time this rocky waves. I feel like no matter what you do, you always feel at the end of the day when you come home, you feel this kind of sense of discontent, sense of rush, sense of exhaustion, or in not too much, like it's like a energy is like exploding to you, and you have been you are trying to like dance with this energy, but you feel that it creates unsettlement, it creates a discontent. It's like almost like it's like a giant shadow following you. And I feel like you have been praying, you have been like subconsciously, consciously, you kind of want this discontentment to either you understand it or this to stop. And I feel like whatever you have been doing, that has been hard. I feel like your guides, your angel, like all these fairies and universes like really heard you, and they're now giving you some kind of clarity, and that's gonna bring some kind of calmness in your life. That's gonna bring a certain sense of deep rooted calmness in your life, because your prayers, your wish have been heard. I'm getting that have been heard with this galaxy, and this they are like looking at like almost like your guide angels, with whosoever you believe in, whatever. Universe is looking at you and it's like, oh my god, Sagittarius have gone through a lot. Let me give them a sense of peace, a sense of calmness, sense of serenity. That's what I'm getting. Your overall energy is very powerful, very powerful, very powerful. Okay, now I'm getting deeper into the we got Page of Cups and the King of Swords. I feel like like you are getting some kind of major understanding of some love connection, some kind of connection with another person that you have before. It felt like that nothing made sense, or something made sense but other that doesn't. There is some kind of muddy water, there was some kind of not knowing, like where is like it's like something just you couldn't understand, something just happened that you couldn't understand. So there is a big clarity here. It's coming with the King of Swords on top of Page of Cups. I'm feeling like that you are looking at it, and now you are in a space. Now you are in a space where you can look at it and have the energy, vibe, frequency to understand it. Before it was like the discontentment was so loud. Before, the discontentment was so loud that you couldn't vibe with this energy that can sit down and reflect on thing and truly understand, truly can go deeper into the situation to understand. And this and more you are understanding, there is a certain sense of inspiration, certain sense of fire, certain sense of creativity that kind of firing back to you. And this is very nice energy. You are getting some kind of major clarity here. And then we move to Star, we move to Page of Wands in reverse, we move to High Priestess, and then we move to Seven of Wands in reverse. You it it this boss, like You have been praying, Sagittarius. You have been manifesting, like full on manifesting something, but this manifesting is not like a magician manifesting. This manifesting is more like submission. You surrendered your wish to the universe a long time ago. You surrendered your wish to the universe. You seek the guidance from the universe. You truly seek the guidance from the universe, because in the star and the high priestess, like your intuition, you have been listening. Your sense of your ability to sense your surroundings in a much more deeper and profound way has increased in multifold in past year or my last few years or few months. This has this discontentment you are holding up. You are like slowing down your Sagittarius fireball. You are so slowing down your you have the energy, like some kind of idea sparks you, and you immediately try to shoot something, to land, like try to reach over there. There is a spontaneity which is beautiful about your energy. But now you are this like in past, you trying to curb this, because this page of wands kind of energy, like like let's do that, so much of vitality, so much of energy and curiosity, like fired up with life force. That kind of what happened, it did created a lot of discontentment in your psyche, and it also affected your ability to ground yourself, your ability to believe in yourself, your ability to like a self integrity, self like your ability to understand who you are. So I feel like this magnitude of new energy that every time you face, it kind of did not leave any space for you to really contemplate or root yourself. It's almost so fiery and so expansive and so galaxy kind of energy. So you almost like lived in the galaxy, lived mentally. Your head was always in the galaxy, and it did not. You struggled a lot to really know who you are and who you are becoming, what you want, what you need when it comes to this fundamental question: what you want, what you need from life, from yourself, from others. Those kind of question you could not answer before, because your mind was just going expansive. It's like a cosmologically your mind is expanding. So you kind of hold on to that energy, and you really prayed for your like contentment, prayed for this kind of art of stillness, just to stay in the place, stay in one place and feel the universe in our body, in our psyche, in our mind, in our spirit, in our third eye chakra. That kind of high priestess, that kind of that you don't have to move all the time in order to experience new things. In this ability to experience things by being still, like a tree. Like tree experience everything, so above so below. They are the spiritual being, they go root and root so deep, and them and that high. But they are like still, this still. You don't have to be like this page of wands, like all the time throwing outside in order to really experience the expansiveness of life that life can offer. So you learned a lot in this process. And through this process you are letting go. Finally you feel like the things are shredding away from you. The things that held on to you in past kind of made you feel like tired, exhausted, burdensome. It's kind of dissipating. You feel lighter. You feel like you are now, you can walk the way you want to walk. There is a certain sense of burdenless kind of feelings, lightness. And you feel like you are ready to look into the new path. Even maybe you are not rigid at this time, Sagittarius, at all. You are not rigid at all. You are ready to move your orientation, ready to walk on a new journey, ready to take up a new challenge, ready to take up. There is a lot of freshness coming, and this freshness is also additionally highlighted by this kind of shading of lot of tension, stress, discontentment. Again, the divine discontentment, it's like something is shredding away, something is slipping away through your hands in a very positive way, and you are kind of letting it go, very nicely. And then as you are doing that, as you are looking, it's very spiritual also. It's almost like you are kind of your life in last 1 year or 2 year is kind of being very hectic, very up in like it's a lot of things happening. It's a jam packed intensity, but at the same time there is like a so much of like not knowing. And now you are like really like looking back at life and you feel like, oh my god, where I am. So there is this sense of achievement, there's a sense of progress, there's a sense of I don't know, like sense of knowing, sense of like living life, that kind of energy. And then the three of pentacles and the five of pentacles in reverse. You are also, you are not right now, you are not in the headspace to, you are not thinking about career, you are not thinking about, you are very spiritual right now, you are very very spiritual, you are vibrating on a spiritual energy right now. For you right now, you are not thinking about community contribution, you are not thinking about who is leaving you alone and all this kind of thing, this kind of, both of them are pentacles, those kind of material concern does not is not concerning you at this moment. You are not concerned by who you're gonna collaborate, or like if you like someone, oh, whether I can build with them or not. All that kind of material concern is almost becoming significant at this moment to you, is becoming almost significant at this moment. Then it's because, hold on, if I will, it's very humid here in New York. I don't know, today and yesterday also. Unbelievable. Like the cards are getting so sticky, it's hardly very hard to shuffle. I don't know. The weather. Look at this, you went through a major, like, look at the tower, everything at the bottom of everything there was a tower. At the bottom of everything you felt like everything is falling apart, you may be feeling like why everything is collapsing surrounding me. It has been a very tough time for you. I mean, I don't know whether it's a tough or not, it depends on personality, how we see our struggle, whether it's a tough or is a struggle. But it was a struggle, definitely it was a struggle, it was a struggle. And again, the Knight of Wands in eight of, like, you have to through this process you have to, what this process is telling me, that you had to go through almost like a ego dissolution. I don't know whether you know what it means or not. I'm gonna, in nutshell, it means letting go of who you think you are at this moment. So it's like a letting go of self, because I feel like with this, like this tower asked you to slow the fuck down, it's like that. It just commanded you, Sagittarius. If you do not slow down at this point of your life, if you continue just rush forward, it's gonna be tower after tower after tower. Universe just was telling you that if you do not pay attention right now, it's gonna be, I am gonna come back to you in the form of tower after tower after tower. And what they did, they wanted you to, again, to slow down your rhythm, slow down your passion, slow down your, like, you overuse sometime your fire. It was telling you to not overuse your fire. Fire is a very delicate element, it is the most destructive element, because fire itself doesn't know how to handle itself. So there is this kind of, it's like, there is a self-destructive element within the fire element. And and sometimes you overuse your fire and overextend yourself and do a lot of things that you, should not, or that you wish not bring to your life. And then eight of oh god, Eight of Swords in reverse, it also created this process. This you went through a kind of almost like a, this called Tandava. Do you know Tandava? You know, like in Hindu mythology, there is like a goddess, Kali goddess. When she dance like to stop something, it's like almost like you went through some kind of dancing in order to stop something in your life. It's like a Tandava happened at your soul level. And Eight of Swords, you know, in reverse, I really feel like that through this process you saw through yourself, you saw all your shadows, you saw all your light. It was not rose petals, it was not dark, it was a, you saw a fair, real image of yourself. You may have been like everybody else, like we all do, have been living a illusionary image of ourselves that we create, and that's fine. That's fine, you know. But this time you really understood your true self, you know, that veil. You kind of created a veil between you and yourself, but now through this process the veil had lifted, and you may have seen, saw very dark side of yours that you may not like. Your rational mind, your high mind did not approve with it, so there was a lot of turmoil, inner turmoil that you went through. But what you came out with, you came out with the Seven of Pentacles. You came out with the skill of patience. Again, the High Priestess, Seven of Pentacles, both of them a skill of patience, the art of stillness, one in an emotional level, one on a very realistic way. So you came out as some person who has the ability to stay in their body and not feel uncomfortable and run out from their body. So stay in your body. You know how who you are. You can go dark and dark and knowing that, okay, I'm feeling this, I'm not judging myself, I'm gonna go there. And you can go up and up, light and light, knowing that I'm feeling this, I'm feeling this joy, I'm feeling this love, I'm gonna go there. So your scope of being so in a different layer has increased in multifold. You have no idea what kind of blessing this is right now. You will know later on, but this is what you came up with. You came out with will this thing with the king. You are coming out, either you came out or you are coming out with the Seven of Pentacles and the High Priestess kind of skill, the art of stillness. You are learning through this process of chaos, you are learning art of stillness. No matter how much it feels sound contradictory, sound you know, what is that called, when I forgot that, oh god, when you count, I forgot. Anyway, so it's like within the chaos you are arting, like you are learning the art of stillness, you know. It's like that. Okay, so now see, I feel like this is how you felt. Like, let's see, like your mood, you know, something you always felt. Okay, you always felt, you know, this is like a two of feathers, moon in Libra card, moon in Libra energy. You always felt unlucky. You always felt that luck is on your, not your side. Every time you have to choose something, every time you have to, every time you are you are come up with, you know, like every time you in your life encountered with something real, something that sparks your either imagination, curiosity, your sexuality, your physical need, whatever spark, your kundalini, your instinct, your intuition, whatever that has some kind of impact on you, you always felt that you are kind of, you froze in front of those moments. You froze. You felt like that your luck was never on side because you never could realize or decide which way you need to go. You always felt perplexed. You always felt that you were in the middle of something. You were middle in the two layer. You always felt you were hanging in some kind of suspended action, you know, that kind of thing. You always felt like that, and it felt like that it is not gonna go well. It's like it always felt like the luck is not on your side, so you never could able to actually take action or something and go all the way through. You couldn't follow through a lot of things because you always felt that frozen energy, like that everything that kind of startled your creativity, everything that touched you, you know, you always felt this frozenness. You always encounter with this frozenness. because there was Knight of Feathers in reverse. And I feel like that your perception, how you processed information, there was a lot of information that maybe you either did not process in your own your own benefit, or it was given to you or fed to you in a certain way that will be detrimental to yourself. So there is a knowledge around you that was not helping to you, but you kind of went with it. You kind of nurtured that kind of false knowledge, that kind of, not false knowledge, but like knowledge that was not for helpful, not that was not really building you, that was inside like kind of collapsing you. And you kind of almost like you made this knowledge, this certain knowledge, as a parasite. You kind of invited that knowledge in your body, and that this knowledge, this negative knowledge kind of lived in your body and kind of made you feel collapsing all the time. That's why you had such a hard time to find who you are with the Seven of Wands in reverse. Like you did not like it this knowledge, some kind of knowledge, is actually was messing up with your brain and your understanding, and it was not letting you to connect with your other self, connect with your body, connect with your mind, connect with your spirit, and kind of create a channel flow. It was kind of making it obstruction, making it kind of blockage. Some kind of knowledge, some kind of like either you got it from the society or different kind of media that you are surrounded by, or from family tradition, whatever it is. I don't know which kind of knowledge, but some knowledge has really kind of sneaked into inside your skin and became kind of your second nature, and not to your own benefit but to your cutting certain kind of collapsing to your own detriment. And now look at this, look at this. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like that you feel right now, or it could be right now, not right now, you're in general feelings. You want to be, of course, you're Sagittarius, emotionally you want to be independent. You want to be independent, but somehow this knowledge told you that if you are being emotionally independent, then you cannot have a family, you cannot have the material stability, you cannot have the material longevity, you cannot have the family happiness. Because if you are too independent, somehow it's gonna interrupt with your domesticity, somehow it's gonna interrupt with your material foundation. And you longed for this material foundation, but at the same time you never wanted to lose your freedom. But this knowledge, some kind of sneaked inside your skin, was telling you that you cannot have these two together. You cannot have a king of crystal, which is like, I have my own family, I have like I have this material foundedness, material stillness. At the same time, I'm free, I'm emotionally free. I can do whatever I want to do. I can go wherever I want to go. I can be with whosoever I want to be with. I can feel loved whatever way I want to feel it. That kind of freedom, this freaking knowledge told you it's not possible with some kind of, if you want material stability. And that whole contradiction, this knowledge kind of held you back to do anything. Three of Wands, you kind of looked at all these different kind of different true passion in your life, but you always thought this is unattainable. Your true passion, this knowledge made you believe that it is unattainable. That's why you kind of got busy with so many other things, like content, like doing like contentment, discontentment, not finding this one thing that you want to do, or two things that you truly want to do, but doing multiple things just to checking this, checking that, because some kind of knowledge told you that if you find a true independent person cannot be a family person, true independent person cannot be loved, true independent person cannot be have a content life, because they are just too wild. You are made to believe in that kind of structure. So, and then we are seeing that king of wands in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. It's yeah, what it did, it did this whole understanding, what it did, this is like almost like this is where you are and this is where you are coming from. So it's giving you kind of mirror image of past and present, so that you can understand how you're gonna form the present as you are going to the future. Because there is no future, seriously, it's all present. But we are thinking about present so that we can think about future hypothetically. So like this is the kind of like they are giving you the whole picture here. The King of Wands, the King of Acorns in reverse, it took away a lot of your confidence. You felt a lot, you couldn't, you kind of got again this Two of Crystal, you kind of got this knowledge, the whole thing. It kind of this I'm gonna go deeper into the Knight of Feathers one more time. It's like this kind of took away your able, you felt like you are there is like a huge hit, you got a huge hit on your confidence. Like, maybe I'm not talking about superficial confident, you could look absolutely confident and gorgeous and walk on the street and talk to stranger like they you don't care, like all these things you can. But I'm talking about true confidence, when you are follow through, when you know what you want to do, when you know you can stand by yourself. I'm talking about that kind of confidence. It took away that kind of confidence and it put you in a kind of limbo position for a long period of time. Which way to go, which to do, which one is better, you almost feel like you are unable to make decision. And that's where your bad luck came in, the wheel fortune in reverse on the Two of Feathers, and this is Two of Crystal. It's like this kind of continuously back and forth, you couldn't make a decision because your confidence was completely hit because of this sneaky knowledge that you let in, that you did not, I mean, it kind of got under your skin. And what it created, Five of Acorns, you fight, like you screamed, you yelled, you howled, you howled, Sagittarius, because this created such a huge amount of discontentment in your life that you howled. Look at this tiger, or it's like a, or cheetah, I don't know exactly which. It's like really letting that energy out, and you're like, no, it's like constant. That's why the your howling was so heartfelt and loud and painful, that your guide had finally heard it, and they are bringing all this settlement here. Because this in between state killed you, or it was killing you, it was killing your passion, it was killing your vitality, it was completely, because your confidence got hugely hit by this thing. Hold on. Let's get deeper into this Knight of Feathers, just to get see like exactly which way this information came in. Look at this Queen of Pentacles, like I told you, King of Pentacles, and this is came Queen of Pentacles. This is a kind of knowledge that you gained from your family, to be honest. Your family somehow kind of subconsciously maybe made you believe that if you are true wild a person, you cannot have a family foundation. Maybe you are coming from a broken family, or broken, or whatever, however you want to call it, where parents are divorced or separated or something like that. So you this knowledge was inculcated within you from your family, from your foundation itself, either family or your culture, your neighbors, like those kind of things. It's like a very your immediate grounded source. Okay, let's get more. Ooh. Four of Swords in reverse here, no contentment. See, it constantly, I don't think you showed this part of yours to your family people. It's a constant sense of discontentment. No matter what, you couldn't focus. It has been very hard for you. Focusing has been very hard challenge for you all your life. Focus on things, think through. You can think a little bit, then you can go to other, like really follow through the thought pattern, really go deeper. Going deeper has been a problem for you, has been a problem for you. Okay, one more card, then I'm gonna wrap this reading. Okay, Hanged man, yeah. It's like it put you like you don't know. It's like a constant state of unknown, constant state of you don't know, like Hanged man again. Look at this. What did I say? Two of crystal, two of swords, like in between state. And this in between state made you roll so hard that your guidance, your guide universe heard you, and clarity is coming already, maybe came. There is a beautiful outcome. You are coming out with High Priestess and Seven of Pentacles. That's like this art of stillness. You learned how, you learned how to turn discontent into content. That's what you did. It's like a major, major, major achievement in life. All right, Sagittarius, I hope you get something out of it, and I will talk to you next time. Okay, take care. Bye bye.